welcome to Saint Misbehavin', the podcast about saints from people who are not. I am your host, Matthew Shadorn, and I am joined, as always, by my co-hosts whose pronouns are it, that, Anna Domini, everybody.
Wow. In LGBT History Month, of all the times,
You'd
make a pronoun joke. You're such a boomer.
Am I? These
Yes.
kids with their pronouns. When I was a kid, we didn't have pronouns.
Or any other kind of grammar.
Yeah, I love these people who are raging against pronouns. It's like, people have always used pronouns, right? Like that's
No, the best one, though, is the whole, the thing about how God is non-binary. And how, the conservatives are really cross at this idea of, God having they/them pronouns. And it's like, but did I say this last time? I can't remember.
No, I don't think I've heard this.
Oh, okay. Because I did have a rant about this, but I can't remember to whom or whether I was being recorded.
So, yeah, please let me know.
So, basically, I think the Daily Mail got hold of a story whereby, in some, theological discourse, they suggested that God's pronouns might be they/them. And they were like, this is modern, newfangled, woke nonsense. And it's like, well, I mean, the Hebrew word that's used for God sometimes is Yahweh, other times is Elohim, which is a plural. And then obviously the Christian concept of God is Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, i.e. three things. So
right.
A trinity, which by definition of maths is not binary. So this idea of it's woke to say that God is non-binary. It's like, well, I mean, the whole idea of putting an ineffable, infinite being into language is kind of contradictory. So you're not really gonna capture anything accurately anyway. But God's definitely not an old white dude with a beard.
Right. They're like, it's father and son. It's 2/3 dudes. So I don't know. And then ghost. Have you ever seen a female ghost? Okay.
Oh,
Case
good point.
Closed. All dudes.
But that would still be them, wouldn't it? Because there's three guys. You don't refer to a group of exclusively men as he, do you?
Sometimes I do. I don't know. Sometimes I see a bunch of guys walking around in khakis and the same polo shirt, and I'm like, man, that's just a he. That's just one dude, isn't it? Just one dude.
Well, sure, but I feel like the Holy Ghost and Jesus, for example, are very distinguishable.
Are they?
Well, I mean,
I'm pretty sure that Holy Ghost is just Jesus with a suit on. Anna, are you doing all right, Anna?
I'm doing okay. I'm pretty tired. It's like I hit 30 and I got even tireder. So that's fun. How about you? How are you doing?
I'm fine. It's I've been tired. Yeah, myself for pretty much over a decade now at this point. But have you done anything in your tiredness? Have you done anything saintly or experienced anything epic in your periods of wakefulness?
Well, not epic, because that's our other podcast for
our
Patreon subscribers.
Seen anything miraculous, rather? If you want to hear about the epic things that Anna's done, please subscribe to our Patreon.
Yeah, your mind, and prepare for your mind to be blown. No, I had a domestic miracle of sorts this week, in that I discovered a baking tray that can go in the dishwasher, and this is game changing.
Why couldn't your baking trays go in the dishwasher before?
Because they're non-stick and they're not meant to go in the dishwasher.
Is that true? Because I just put them in the dishwasher.
Oh, so I bought a special one that said it could go in the dishwasher, and I thought this was game changing. And you're telling me that I wasted my money.
I think they all go in the dishwasher. Were you at the store and you're like, how much for this amazing miracle device?
No, I was on the Lakeland website and I was filtering things according to whether they were dishwasher safe or not. I think you're not meant to put things that are non-stick in the dishwasher because it ruins the non-stick. But I've decided, what I'm bringing to my 30s is I don't have time for anything that doesn't go in the dishwasher.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know what point, because I think I would have done this in my 20s. Too.
Either you're too old or you're rich enough to hire someone to wash all your dishes for you.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's if you're not rich enough that somebody else is doing your dishes for you, just everything goes in the dishwasher.
Yeah.
I don't know. This isn't even about age. It's just who has time for anything that doesn't go. I have many nice cutting boards that my father made that are just handmade.
They should definitely not go in the dishwasher.
They should not go in the dishwasher, and they cannot sit in the sink because they will split.
Yeah.
So those things I don't put in the dishwasher, but they sit on the counter forever until they actually get around to washing them. I don't know. I haven't looked into this, and maybe I've been ruining all my non-stick items.
You probably have.
But like, feel like you can just put that stuff in the dishwasher. But
well, I mean, a lot of our oven trays, to be fair, are like too big for our dishwasher.
Oh, okay. See, that's what I thought. It's like, oh, you just have a small dishwasher, so you.
Yeah, I mean, we do. We have like a skinny one because we don't have a very big kitchen. I'm trying to play down the bourgeoisness of having a machine that does my dishes.
the dishwasher in the kitchen we own is so small. Everybody shepherd.
Feel sorry for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was my miniature miracle that happened.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think it will hopefully mean I can roast more things without being inhibited by the prospect of soaking and leaving a dish around for ages and stuff.
Well, that's good. I'm glad that you have that nice little baking tray. I'm sure it's just a nice tray in general. And I'm glad that you have that to make your life a little bit better and you can do a little bit more roasting.
Oh, that's very generous of you. Thank you.
Yes.
How about you? Or was that it? That your saintly thing was saying something nice to me.
I was saying something nice about you, yeah. No, I had this moment the other day, and I realized that it makes me seem like very anti-saintly, which is that Alice got off work. She's like, I want to get out of the house because she worked from home that day. She's like, I want to go out. It's like, let's go out. So we took Tavish out. We went to the local pub. We got dinner there. We had a drink. It was like, fine, great, because then I didn't have to make dinner. So I was like, this is great for me.
Bonus, yeah.
And then we were sitting in the pub, and because I've been watching him all day, because that's my job, I watch him all day. And then Alice was just like chasing him around the pub, and I was just sitting there drinking my beer, like, not my problem. And I was just like, oh man,
oh no,
I look like the biggest asshole to everybody in this pub. Because they don't realize the division of labor that Alice and I have, which is that I watch the baby all day, and then when she gets off work, she kind of takes over.
Yeah.
And she's happy to spend time with him and play with him and like chase him around. Like multiple times when we were there, I was like doing things like picking up his toys or stuff.
Yeah, to be fair, I thought you were going to say like, and I wasn't watching him because I'd done that all day, and Alice wasn't watching him because she was super tired and been working. So he's missing now.
No, I was like, oh man, I these people are looking at a shitty husband, and I was like, you don't get what I was doing earlier. No, I just felt really bad, and because the thing was like earlier in that visit, like I said, I've been picking stuff up, and then Alice was like, please stop doing that. It's fine. I'm here. I can handle this, and I was just like, but this is all I know. And then so
this is all I have to contribute.
Yeah, basically, yeah. It's like if I don't keep doing this, you'll kick me out. Yeah, and then like I just felt bad because like later in the night I was just sitting finishing my beer and being like, yep, there he goes. Alice just chasing him down a hallway, just like, yeah,
that's what women's are for.
Glad that's not me, huh? I just felt like everybody in the pub, probably nobody even noticed, but I was just like, I felt like, oh man, if anybody's looking at me, they're probably thinking I'm a shitty dude.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where it's like it won't make it better if you acknowledge it, because like you'll just draw attention to it and be like, actually this isn't what it looks like. Then it will just be worse, you know.
Yeah, I have no comeback for that. It's like, but actually I spent the day with him, and it's like, oh, you spent one day with your own child. Well,
oh, you want a medal? Yeah.
It's like, no, but I'm a stay-at-home dad. This is all I do.
I think
really
this is
difficult.
a good opportunity for you to practice not caring about what other people think, because Alice knows that that's not the situation, and you know that's not the situation. So why does it matter?
Because people think things. Strangers don't like me.
And you'll never see them ever again. I know. I mean, I don't know.
It's probably nothing. It was just a moment of just like, oh man, I bet these people think I'm a piece of shit. But the other side of that coin is sometimes people see me out with my son and we're totally adorable because it's like, look at this guy. He's such a good
There you
dad.
go. You got to take the rough with the smooth.
Out with this son, you know?
Yeah, that is pretty heroic.
Though I think I always look exhausted, and everybody probably thinks like, oh, this guy probably spends one day with his son and he looks totally
Can't handle it.
It's like, I'm exhausted a day. He's so heavy and he runs so much.
He is. It must be like I do marvel at how strong, particularly Alice, must be, because like she's skinnier than you and she can haul Tavish around, and it's very impressive.
Yeah. Did I tell you I have like an intense pain in my elbow all the time now? Because
so instead of tennis elbow, you've got Tavish elbow.
Tavish elbow. Yeah, basically, yes, exactly. That's exactly what it is. It's like if I hold my arm in any angled position for more than 30 seconds, it's intensely painful to move it again.
Oh my God.
So it's like, and that comes from just like holding him with, just, oh my God, it's such a, I can't wait till that kid's in school. I don't have to deal with this. Anyways.
Then what will you, but you'd have to get a job then.
I don't know. I'm working on getting some kind of disability payments.
Because of Tavish elbow.
I'll be like, look at this child. He destroyed me. I'm not fit for work anymore. Anyways, Anna.
Yes.
Today is February 19th, 2023. Who is today's saint?
Well, today we are looking ahead to the 23rd of February so that we can learn all about Polycarp, who is not a Pokemon, but a saint.
But he's a man made of multiple fish.
Yeah.
He's a Polycarp.
The fish man is one of the names he's known by.
So, wait, 2/23/23?
Yes, although in this country we say 23 to 2023.
Oh, yeah. So 23 to 23.
But it's still pretty symmetrical, yeah.
Saint Polycarp, though. Okay, so is it spelled like...
It's spelled like it sounds. Like
nice.
Poly as in polyamorous, carp as in the fish.
So he's having sex with a lot of fishes. Then.
Oh gosh. Well, that's not come up in the research, but
that wasn't fair. He's in relationships with a number of fishes.
Yes. Yeah. Good.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to make it just sexual. I know that it's more of an emotional connection.
Good privilege checking there. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I apologize.
Although, to be fair, I think if you're saying that any kind of bestiality is equivalent to polyamory, then you're already you're already in hot water there, I think.
Here's the thing. I'm like, heterosexual sex, fine. Homosexual sex, fine. Multiple partners, you're a disgusting animal, and you might as well be just fucking goats.
Oh my goodness.
That's the official position of this podcast and all the hosts.
It's not. It's really not.
Anyways,
let's go back to bashing bigots. That's what we do.
Oh yeah, sorry. Let's do that. Hey, let's get on this. Don't buy that stupid Harry Potter game, guys. It's not worth it.
Yeah, there we go. So that's that segment for the week.
You're supporting bigotry and getting a crappy game in the process. So, anyways, so what's Polycarp's deal?
Polycarp was born in 69 AD.
Woo! The sexiest year to be born.
Yeah,
I'm surprised anybody was born that year because you can't get pregnant doing that. You know what I'm saying? Hey.
Yeah, but if it was like any month up to September, then I guess they would have been conceived
so
in 68.
Everybody was conceived in 68.
Yeah, no one was born between like
October through the end of the year. No, October through
till mid 70.
Till February or to September the next year. So it was actually 70. They're like, boy, nobody was born. What was everybody doing? They were doing what? Well, I wasn't doing that. What was everybody doing that? Well, nobody told me, man.
It's gonna sound like we had nothing else to say, but there's a lot of story this week.
Okay,
so
sorry.
Let's move on from the sexy year.
Okay, sorry.
No, that's fine. Which is actually like before some of the Gospels are thought to have been written, so pretty early on.
So Polycarp's getting in on the ground floor.
Yep. The main sources of his life are the martyrdom of Polycarp. Spoilers.
But he turned out okay, right?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, no.
An epistle to Florinus, the epistle of Ignatius, and Polycarp's own letter to the Philippians.
But, it's like the other ones sound really fancy because they're epistles, and then it's just like, and then this guy wrote a letter.
Well, I guess it was also an epistle.
Right, but
I just stopped speaking Greek at that point.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, it's fun. That's why, when I send people messages online, I call them e-epistles.
Surely e-epistles.
E-epistles? Yeah, that's what I say, because I want to sound fancy. So it's like, did you get my e-epistle?
Oh, I did actually. Thank you for that
and then
flotation tank voucher.
Yes, so yeah, for your birthday. But I guess e-epistle didn't really catch on because it sounds dirty.
Which is appropriate for this guy who was born in the year 69, am I right?
Guys, this is Saint Misbehaving After Dark. It's a real...
Well, to be fair, they would be misbehaving if they did that, according to the Bible.
Anyways, go ahead.
So we don't know anything for sure about his early life.
Oh, okay.
Because the account of his childhood comes from a Life of Polycarp, which is dated to the 3rd or 4th century, so at least 100 years after he died.
I don't know how anybody's writing anything about anyone 3 centuries prior or 2 centuries prior
without their smartphones.
Yeah, who's keeping these records? They're just like.
Well, I guess it'd be like, well, it was oral tradition. Oh God, I didn't mean to say that phrase.
Got you. I tricked you. I knew you were gonna say that. Yeah,
I was going to say word of mouth, and then I was like, oh, but actually the theological, like, historical term is oral tradition. And then
right.
I fell into that trap from trying to sound clever.
Yeah, but I just feel like the idea that they're like, yeah, of course, we know all about it. It was somebody told me, and somebody else told him. And blah, blah,
just
blah.
trust me, okay?
Yeah, take my word for it.
Yeah, I mean, we have this research from our excellent researcher, but I mean, maybe she made it all up.
I'm not blaming her. I'm saying like these people in the 3rd century, they're just like pulling shit out of the air. I don't know.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is because they were pulling shit out of the air. Like Kat could have done the exact same, and we'd never know.
No, I trust her implicitly.
Well, if you did, you wouldn't need to say it, would you?
It's like I trust Kat implicitly. I know that she's done the research. You know,
Oh, I see. It's a dig at me.
I trust your reading comprehension less than I trust Kat's research, frankly.
Yeah, that's fair because of that thing about that volcano
that
that apparently I just inserted into that story.
Oh yeah, we never brought this up again, but during the Saint Mungo episode, Anna brought up a volcano, and then I sent a message to Kat, and I was like, in our group chat, and I was like, "Why? What was that shit about the volcano?" And she's like, "I never put that in the research." And then I was like, "Anna, can you explain yourself?" And nothing from Anna, just radio silence from Anna on that.
Maybe I must have been reading something else, and then I like manifested that into reading the research or something. I don't know.
Whatever.
I'm sure if you Google Saint Mungo volcano, you'll find something.
I found nothing. The only thing when I Googled volcano and Glasgow, I found out there's a famous nightclub called the Volcano.
Oh, that must have been where Mungo went. I'm sure of it.
Yeah. Anyways.
Mungo on the lash.
All right. Let's get back on topic here. So Saint Mungo.
Thank you. No, Polycarp. Not Mungo.
All right. Whatever. Saint Polycarp. We don't know about his early life, but what do we know about his later life?
Well, we know some made up stuff about his earlier life.
Okay.
Let's go with that. So, according to the text, a Christian woman in Smyrna named Callisto had a vision of an angel.
Okay.
Who said to her, Callisto, rise up and go to the gate called the Ephesian, and when thou hast gone forward a little in front of it, 2 men shall meet thee, having with them a little lad named Polycarp.
I was just like, go a little in front of it. No, little more. Little more. No, back to the right. That's
it's
right
those
there. That's perfect.
Ask them if he is for sale, and when they say yes, give them the price that they shall demand, and take and keep him with thee. Callisto did as the dream told her, and trafficked the boy.
So go to the gate,
Mm-hmm.
find a boy.
Just go to a very specific location near the gate.
And a very specific boy at the gate.
Yeah.
And then buy the boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's his mum.
That's his mom.
Yeah.
Wait, well, that's his owner.
I guess so.
His owner mom.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of people have, like, misguided views on whether their children belong to them.
Right.
Callisto could be sure.
Yeah, Callisto knew. She knew for certain. She had a receipt for that baby. Like, if I was out and people were like, prove your son is yours, I'd be like, I have nothing. But Callisto's got a bill of sale.
Yeah, so Callisto did as she was told and raised Polycarp in her house as her own son.
Okay.
Very generous when
Very nice.
He's in fact your property.
I guess, yeah.
When he grew older, she made him the manager of her property and gave him the keys to her storehouses.
Okay, so she's getting her money's worth then. She's like trained him up. And
Yeah,
now
I
he's
guess
running the
so.
place.
Return on investment.
Yeah, so God was just basically giving her investment tips.
Yeah.
Hey, this one's a good worker. You want to go and buy that one?
There we go.
Also, were these guys selling the kid, or were they just like had a
Well,
kid?
they demanded a particular price.
But do you think if you went up to anybody in like 1st century Smyrna and just asked them like, how much for the boy? They'd be like, well, I've got a price in my head, but
Yeah, and you've got to guess it exactly or you can't buy him.
Do you think that, yeah, but just like any boy was negotiable? I don't know. Anyways.
Well, that's a good question. I mean, I know that children, they were seen as lower status as members of society.
I suppose so.
Because, like, part of Jesus's, like, revolutionariness was that he talked to children rather than ignoring them.
Or trying to buy or sell them.
Or, yeah, exactly.
They were more person than commodity to him.
Yeah. What a crazy guy.
So now he's the manager.
Yeah. And Callisto went on a trip away from home, during which time Polycarp
Finally a vacation, right?
Just like you in the pub.
I get it.
Polycarp, because he had the keys to the storehouses, gave the food from the storehouses away to those in need.
Uh-oh.
Sounds very familiar, doesn't it?
Maybe not the best manager.
Yeah, I think he's failed that test. When Callisto returned, a servant told her what Polycarp had done. Those snitches. Which again, is it a servant brother of Polycarp?
Right. I think it's the servant that was like, I've been working here for like 20 years, and you gave that guy the manager job, and then as soon as he
And
fucked
now
up, he's
look
like,
what he does.
oh,
Yeah.
fucking, this is on. I'm going to tell Callisto about this as soon as she gets back.
Well,
really rub her face in it.
the servant made himself look very stupid because Callisto was furious, went to the storeroom, opened the doors, and found it miraculously full.
Oh.
So I guess God had Polycarp's back in terms of being snitched on.
So then she just thought the servant was a liar?
I guess so.
It's like, why would you tell me such an easily provable lie?
Yeah, maybe that person didn't get to be her servant / child anymore. So fast forward a few years. So that I guess that's a sign of his like miraculous devoutness as a youngster.
Or he just didn't do it. One or the other.
Much of what we know about Polycarp after that account comes from one of his students, the theologian Irenaeus of Lyon, who was a bishop of Lyon. Quite a big deal.
If you're in Lyon. Wait, Lyon in France?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I think so. Unless it's just spelled exactly the same and is in fact somewhere else.
Could be. Who knows?
No, it is. It was in Gaul at the time. All part of the Roman Empire, isn't it? According to Irenaeus, Polycarp was a disciple of John the Apostle.
Oh.
Big, one of the...
Big deal apostle.
Yeah, he was one of the top three. Peter, James and John were like the inner circle of disciples.
Right. That's like he's getting it almost directly from the source, right?
Indeed. So obviously he was born in 69, so John would have been quite old by then. So quite a close connection to the big cheese.
Oh yeah, so John would have been really old, right?
Yeah.
Oh. Just very senile, telling him all kinds of. I remember Jesus. He was 10 feet tall.
I remember a particularly good wedding.
He turned all the water into fishes. What? Oh, no, or it was
Jerome, who I think was another early theologian, claims that it was John who ordained Polycarp a bishop and sent him to the town of Smyrna in Asia Minor when he was a young man. So...
Wait, wasn't he from Smyrna?
Oh, wait, hang on. Yeah, no, it says she was a woman in Smyrna as well.
Yeah, that's what I thought you said. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess, like, maybe
Defend yourself.
John sent Polycarp around Smyrna to just go around there.
Or yeah, I guess maybe. Well, if he was maybe he was traveling and he met John, and he's like, "You should go. You know where you should go? It's Smyrna."
Back
and
home.
He's like, "Oh my god, that's crazy. I actually live there, so I got a place.
It's like,
I can stay."
oh my god, I'm gonna get to go see the world, evangelize to everywhere. Where are you gonna send me? Oh, my hometown.
You're mostly needed in Smyrna.
It's a godforsaken place.
It turns out you were the only Christian there. You did just go back.
So Irenaeus describes Polycarp in a letter to a fellow student named Florinus.
Dear Florinus, I met the weirdest dude.
So Irenaeus writes, "It is yet present to my mind with what gravity he everywhere came in and out. What was the sanctity of his department, the majesty of his countenance, and what were his holy exhortations to the people?" So sounds like
what were those?
He had gravity. That's what I'm hearing.
Right.
Irenaeus claimed that Polycarp had been converted to Christianity by the apostles themselves and emphasized that he'd spoken directly to people who had seen Jesus. Which sounds like it's like a local paper. Like, be like, you know, this tiny town, his one claim to fame is like, I know people who know Jesus.
Right. It's like, because Alice is from Shetland. There was an article in a Shetland paper about the solar panel research that she was doing as a Shetland.
Really? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's exactly the same thing.
Yeah, that
It's
sounds
like,
about right.
Our boy Polycarp.
Yeah. It's like he knows the guy who knew the guy who knows the guy.
So, according to Irenaeus, Polycarp visited Rome when a man called Anicetus was its bishop to discuss the differences between the churches in Asia and Rome. The two men agreed on most things, but found that they celebrated Easter on different days. Have we come across this before?
This is apparently a big point of contention in the early church. It's like, when are you celebrating Easter? Blasphemer! It's like a week off.
Yeah.
Because it was one saying it was just like her husband celebrated it.
Oh, yeah.
Like a week earlier than her.
Well, it just messes up, if you've got family staying, or
That's
like
the
you
thing.
need to buy in your lamb. That's what people eat on Easter, roast.
Yeah.
Then all the good ones are going to be
But
gone.
that's the thing. If half the
Yeah.
people are getting their lamb one week and the other half for the other week, that's good. That's less busy for the lamb guy.
Well, it's less busy for the lamb, spreads that out. But I mean, if
Yeah.
you see the way people stock up on things,
But I think that if you're the person who does Easter a little bit later, getting a lot of discount candy, and that's pretty nice.
That's a good point. Maybe in these times then they just didn't do the discounts after Easter because of second Easter.
It's like, we don't know when Easter ends, so never give it a discount.
Well, that's why you see, hot cross buns in the shop as soon as Christmas is over.
Yeah.
It's kind
Who
of
knows
that
when
in
Easter
reverse.
is? I mean, that's the thing is, like, I couldn't tell you when Easter is. No one
Yeah.
knows. Somebody says something, and I'm like, okay, I guess that's Easter. Oh.
Well, quite. So the Bishop of Rome argued that it should be on the Sunday following the first full moon after the spring equinox, which I think is when we celebrate it now. Whereas Polycarp followed the Eastern practice of celebrating it on the same day as Jewish Passover, whichever day of the week that fell on.
Okay.
Which-
so it might not be Sunday?
Well, yeah, exactly. Big controversy.
Oof. I feel like if you're going like, look, we need to put this the first Sunday after the first full moon after the equinox. I mean, that just makes sense. And then somebody else is like, look, why don't we just put it on Passover? They already figured out when Passover is.
Yeah.
Let's just
Don't let all that thinking go to waste.
let's just crib off of their stuff.
Yeah, and it's like, no, we'll crib off pagan stuff instead.
This does feel super pagan. It's just like, what? Wait,
Yeah.
what other?
Equinox. That's a pretty pagan like.
Well, the full moon after the equinox. It's like, wait, are we doing a human sacrifice? Like, what the fuck?
Well, of sorts.
Oh, it's fair.
I guess because Anicetus was in Rome, then there would be more of an argument for making it a bit more pagan-y, to try and appeal to those heathens.
It's like, dude, we're trying to get converts in here.
Yeah, exactly.
But the Jews are used to Passover. It's like the Jews are a lost cause. We need to start
God.
spreading out in this other direction.
Oh God, Matthew, we've talked about this.
That's what he said. He's like, I think we've gotten all the Jews we're gonna get. Let's start trying to get the pagans.
We are falling into the trap of being left-wing and accidentally doing an anti-Semitism.
Damn it! I always wonder how that happens. Now
There
I
we
know.
go. We've sussed it. Let's avoid doing that again. So, the date of Easter would continue to be a point of debate throughout the life of the early church.
Yeah.
But Anicetus allowed Polycarp and his church to continue following the Eastern traditions, which was regarded as a great honour.
It's like, yeah, do whatever the fuck you want. You're in Turkey. I really can't get to you. So
Irenaeus portrays Polycarp as a defender of the faith against heresy. During the 1st and 2nd centuries, there were several sects who described themselves as Christians, claiming to have access to secret traditions.
ooh, got extra gospels.
Yeah, the Gnostic Gospels.
Oh yeah.
Polycarp particularly opposed a man named Marcion, who promoted the dualist belief that there were two gods in the Bible. Oh my God, I hadn't even read up to this point when we were talking about the non-binariness of God earlier.
That's disappointing that you haven't gone over the research beforehand, but all right.
I went over the first several paragraphs and I was like, this seems good enough. And no, I read the first couple of paragraphs and I was like, this is very detailed. And then I flicked through and I was like, this is several pages. We'll be fine. That's what I do.
All right.
So, yeah.
Quality
strap in.
control's not why I want you to go over it.
Huh?
Nothing. It's fine.
So Marcion had a dualist belief that there were two
Right.
gods in the Bible. The God of the Gospel was a benevolent saviour, whereas the God of the Old Testament was an evil demiurge, which I guess like, you could argue, again, falls into potential anti-Semitism, because it's like, oh, all the stuff that happened before Jesus is crappy, kind of thing.
Those Jews have a mean God, whereas we have a really cool dude God.
He turns water into wine.
I thought isn't the kind of the way that they reconcile that is just like God really mellowed out after he had a kid.
Like we all do.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose like it sort of depends which kind of gospel you're looking at, and like whether the person writing the gospel was themselves like a Jewish Christian or a converted one. A heathen one.
So does Polycarp, does he fight this Martian guy? Or?
Well, they met, and Marcion asked Polycarp if he knew who he was. Polycarp replied, "Yes, I know you to be the firstborn of the devil." So pretty sassy.
And then roundhouse kicked him. Oh, you're that dude with my boot stuck in your ass.
It was hardcore, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
During
early theological debates were a lot more lively.
Well, to be fair, they were, because you'd accuse someone of being a heretic, and that just sounds bitchy, but actually it means that they were saying that they should have their tongue cut out. So,
right.
Yeah, it was pretty nasty. During the period of the early church, Christians were frequently subjected to persecution by the Romans, as we know, like Diocletus.
This is the first I'm hearing of this.
Another of the apostolic fathers, Saint Ignatius of Antioch, was arrested in 107 and brought in chains through the city of Smyrna. Polycarp met him during his journey and kissed his chains. A classic tale of a saint meeting someone who's being persecuted and being like, "Hang on in there, you're doing a great job."
Hey, quick, come here, let me see your chains. Oh God, you're gonna get me out? Nope. Mwah. All right, see you later.
Everything's fine now.
Enjoy your imprisonment. I just wanted to smooch your chains. Why would he kiss the chains? Why wouldn't he just kiss the dude? Just give the guy a kiss on the cheek and be like, I love you. You're my brother in Christ. But it's like, let me just kiss on these iron chains.
That sounds a bit homoerotic, and the Bible was very anti that.
Right, okay. They're like, so he goes and kisses him. Okay, can we de-gayify this?
Yeah, exactly. Make it more military.
Yeah, what if he kisses the chains? That's pretty hetero.
Yeah.
For a dude to do is kiss some metal. Yeah.
Yeah, metal. Ugh.
Metal. That's what you want. Be a real man. Kiss some iron out there, dudes. Don't kiss another dude, because that's fucking gay. But you kiss some chains, that's fucking awesome.
It's straight.
Fucking rad,
straight
dude.
as hell.
You couldn't be straighter than that, I'm telling you.
Before he was martyred, Ignatius wrote a letter to Polycarp asking him to take care of his people.
Dear Polycarp, can you please explain why you kissed the chain? It's been really bugging me. I don't really understand it, and I'm gonna die soon.
I really don't want to die before I understand this.
I need to know.
In response, Polycarp wrote a letter to the church in Philippi encouraging its members to remain faithful. So I guess those were Ignatius's people.
Oh, okay.
But which is like, oh, please take care of my people. I'll write them a letter.
Yeah.
Good enough?
Hey, people of Philippi, real sorry about Ignatius. That was a real bummer. By the way, I got to first base with his chains. Anyways, hang in there. Pretty sure he's probably the last one the Romans are gonna kill. So don't even give it a second thought. Anyways, XOXO, but only if you have chains.
Well, it's funny you should mention that, because now we're on to how Polycarp is most famous for his martyrdom.
Oh.
The account of his death is the earliest written account of Christian martyrdom outside of the Bible.
Because Saint Stephen...
Yeah, Stephen. He was in the Bible.
He was in the Bible. Okay. I was going to say he wasn't. I was like, he's not the first martyr. Wasn't that Stephen guy?
No, it's the first one to not be written down first, I guess.
Okay.
Although there's disagreement as to exactly when it was written, this account has been dated to around the 3rd century or later. So
okay, so
still not an eyewitness account.
Here's what I heard from my grandfather, who heard it from his grandfather, who heard it from a guy.
Who may or may not have been there.
Yeah.
According to the martyrdom account, the proconsul of Smyrna sent for Polycarp after witnessing the public execution of a group of Christians. So clearly there had been martyrdom for those guys, but they were just mentioned as a generic group. So this proconsul was baffled by the bravery of the martyrs, who had been sentenced to fight wild beasts after they'd come forward voluntarily to be put on trial.
Wow.
It is baffling. I kind of relate to this Roman guy being baffled because it's confusing.
It's like, wait, so these guys came forward because they wanted to fight the beasts, and then when the beasts actually showed up, they were still kind of into this idea.
Yeah, because
that is questionable. There's a lot of questionable decisions happening here. Also, I've been hearing that people are kissing chains. Do you know anything about this too?
So it's becoming a bit of a theme, isn't it? Like people having the opportunity to not be martyrs and being like, no.
On second thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess if I was like a Roman official, I'd be super confused about everything happening.
Yeah.
You're like, there's all these guys, they're into this weird new religion, they're fucking kissing chains and jumping into pits with animals.
It's a death cult.
It's a death cult, right.
Cannibalistic death cult.
Yeah. They keep talking about eating some guy's flesh and drinking his blood.
But they won't kiss him.
They got these 3 gods, or maybe just one god. I cannot follow this.
I want to say they, them. When Polycarp heard that this Roman guy was looking for him, he first decided to stay in the city, but his followers persuaded him to flee. So it's like, come on, please, dude, like just try.
The cops are after me. Well, I probably should go down to the police station.
He stayed with friends in a country house not far away.
Oh, that sounds like a nice holiday. Going and staying with friends in the country. Oh, that's nice. Went on some walks and went to some farmers markets and things. Yeah.
He spent all of his time praying, so not a very good guest, I would say.
Hey, you guys, we're going to play a board game out here. You want to come in and hang out and play a board game? No, just going to play? All right, that's fine. He just locks himself up in his room with his prayer books and his chains.
It's actually quite an easy guest.
Yeah,
doesn't need feeding or anything.
Don't need to entertain him. That's really nice, too.
Yeah. While he prayed, he had a prophetic vision in which the pillow beneath his head appeared to be on fire.
Wow. This is why you don't smoke in bed.
He immediately turned to his friends and said, I must be burned alive.
What?
So yeah, pretty weird company to be in.
Are you sure this isn't warning you not to be burned alive? No, pretty sure this is what it's telling me I should do.
No, it's saying I should rest my head on the flaming pillow, clearly.
Is he like going after his friends like, okay, great. Can you, look, I got this pile of kindling here, so if you just want to light these matches. We're like, wait, what? No, I'm not going to light you on fire. What? What makes you think you should do this? A dream? Come on, man.
Look, we ate some very strong cheese last night. I'm sure it was just that.
Yeah.
Polycarp fled, but he was pursued by the Romans' men. When they found him, they seized 2 youth from his household, and one of them confessed under torture, betraying Polycarp's location.
Wait, why is he hanging out with so many youths?
I think they were probably servants.
Oh, okay.
In this country house, maybe.
I don't know. Just like, priests and all, you know what I'm saying?
Don't make it sordid, Matthew.
I'm just saying that they're like...
Stop besmirching us.
They show up and there's a lot of kids in his house and it's just like, wait a minute, maybe it's not the religion we should be worried about. Maybe this is not why he was martyred. Maybe it wasn't the Christianity. Maybe it was something else.
That's a good point. And obviously they wouldn't mention that in the accounts because the church loves covering that stuff up. Anyway, in the martyrdom of Polycarp, this betrayal is compared to Judas's betraying Jesus, which I think is kind of unfair because this guy was tortured.
Yeah. It's like, oh, it's a child who was tortured. It's like...
the same as a man who was bribed.
Yeah. Same as a guy as an adult man who betrayed his friend for money. Is equal to a young child being tortured by the government. Yeah. Like, those are equal.
For sure.
Yeah, that's really unfair.
Yeah, well... you don't understand God, okay?
I guess not. And also, I imagine this kid was probably killed too. I imagine all these people were killed.
Yeah.
Do we have any idea what happened to this kid? Probably made me feel shitty by everybody around. Like, you betrayed him? Like, they fucking tortured me, man.
Yeah. After his location had been given away, Polycarp had time to escape, but decided to stay put. Because his death was the will of God.
I just like I'm so close to the end of this book. I'm just gonna finish it. No, I just gotta know how this book ends. I'm sorry. I'm gonna escape. I'm totally gonna escape. But I just want to get. I'm like 20 pages away from the end. Okay.
Oh, what a hero! He's a procrastinator, just like us.
Yeah.
He went out to speak to the men and ordered his followers to bring them as much food and drink as they wanted, as long as they'd give him an hour to pray without disturbance. Brackets, finish his book.
Or, you know what you could also do with that hour is like fucking run out the back.
No, gotta pray.
These guys. Honestly, sometimes I'm really surprised that Christianity made it,
Yeah.
considering how many early followers were just so intent on just getting got. This is.
It goes against sort of evolutionary psychology and the survival instinct.
Right. It's like I once heard about this. There was a sect of Christianity somewhere. I think it was in Eastern Europe or someplace that doesn't exist anymore because part of their tenets was castration.
Oh.
And it's that's hard to maintain.
Yeah. Well, except just keep converting people.
Yeah, but I guess it's number one, you're not making any new members. And number
two, you are
in
fact chopping off your members.
Yeah, and in fact, and then and then I think conversion's a tough sell as well.
Want to join this fun new club? We gotta mutilate you.
It's wow, I really like this church. This is pretty fun. Thanks for inviting me. Wow, I think what? After the service, and it's been so lovely, I think I want to join. Is there any official process for joining? Any initiation or ritual I need to go through? It's well, it's funny you should ask. Hard cut to that guy running, screaming out the door. They're just out the church. Is fuck this noise. Anyways, yeah. I mean, it's just but it just feels as anxious as people were to get murdered.
Yeah.
Early on, which I guess I don't know, if I lived in the year 100, it's probably kind of crappy all the time. So you're just yeah, I guess I could join a religion where I get murdered. And I guess that's probably fine too.
The career of choice for people with no other plans.
Yeah. Are you a self-destructive loner? Well, have I got a fate for you?
Weird. That was the exact message they put out during mission week at the university. When he'd finished praying, Polycarp was put upon a donkey and led into the city of Smyrna. Real Jesus-y echoes here with his donkey. Yeah. I think he's doing a bit of cosplay.
Yeah, that's nice. It's okay, put him on the horse. He's ooh, can I be on the donkey? Why we're
the horse is a nicer animal. Yeah, but I think this would look better.
It's a thing. It's a thematic thing. You wouldn't really get it. He's not. But it's a whole thing with our people. It's fine. It's an homage to this other guy. You don't know, but it's...
The disciples will understand.
Yeah, my guys will get it. My friends will get it, and they'll be oh, good one.
The Irenarch, i.e. the Justice of the Peace, and his father rode to meet Polycarp and brought him onto their chariot. They tried to persuade him to sacrifice to the Roman gods. What do you think happened next?
Come on. It's kind of a formality. If you could just do it. I'm not saying an ox, a chicken. Come on, man.
A chicken you would have eaten anyway.
Here's the thing, man. You're going to eat the chicken afterwards. Nobody's paying attention. Once you kill the chicken, nobody's really looking. So, come on. We don't want to kill you. Don't make us the bad guys here.
Surprisingly, he refused.
What?
I guess they changed their tune pretty quickly after that because they threw him out of the chariot so violently that he dislocated his leg.
Oh, wait, what? Wait, all right. It's you know what? If that's what you're going to be, just fuck you. Yeah. I've heard that God helps them who helps themselves, and we are not willing to help yourself.
Indeed.
How do you dislocate your leg?
I guess, if you land on it a certain way, maybe you would get it popped out by it being smushed.
Which part?
From the impact.
From your hip or your knee?
From your hip, I guess.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
There's a joint there. Because it doesn't say he dislocated his lower leg, does it? So it was probably his.
I guess not.
Probably his hip leg.
I've never
popping
heard
out
of this.
Hip.
Okay, but I guess it's a thing.
Yeah, maybe he had hypermobile joints.
Oh, maybe.
Here we go. We're diagnosing historically here. It's good.
So he hurt his leg.
So he was then taken to a stadium where the proconsul ordered him to renounce his faith again. And again he refused, even when threatened with wild beasts and death by fire. Presumably because he'd be wait, what was that last option?
It's funny you should say that because, in fact, I was looking forward to some death by fire. So, joke's on you, jerks.
It's when I was unpopular at school and I would make jokes about myself. Because it's they can't get you if you get yourself first,
Yeah, but they still got you, didn't they?
Shut up.
I'm familiar with this tactic too, but it never quite works as well as you'd hope.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you wanted to be set on fire and they wanted you to set on fire, either way, the outcome is you are on fire. So, still
maybe
not great.
Maybe he was just this is what I wanted. I wanted you to set me on fire. So, you know what? You look stupid now.
It's opposite day.
Yeah. No, I got up this morning being like, you know what I'd love is to get set on fire. And you think you're hurting me? You're not. You're giving me what I want. So thank you. Thank you for setting me on fire.
You're making yourselves look pretty stupid.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. You think this is a punishment for me? Whatever. I don't even feel it.
As he was entering the stadium, he heard a heavenly voice saying, "Be strong and show yourself a man, O Polycarp."
And then a heavenly voice that says, "Will the owner of a gray Toyota Tercel please return to the parking lot? Your headlights are on."
The heavenly voice said, "Be strong and show yourself a man, O Polycarp," which is, I'd say, problematic because it's sort of implying that, it's manly to die for your faith. And that's like, you'd think that non-binary God would be above this kind of tactic of Menonism.
This proves that God's a dude.
Yeah, maybe.
It's all right there.
The bigots were right all along.
Yeah, you hate to admit it, but is what it is.
Yeah. The crowd, because the crowd are always assholes in these stories, the crowd begged the proconsul to release a lion to attack Polycarp. But
wait, is he on fire at this point?
No.
I thought he was going to be set on fire.
Well, they threatened
okay.
wild beasts and death by fire. And the crowd, I guess, when they threatened the wild beasts, the crowd were like, "Yes, that one! Go with the wild beasts!" So the crowd begged for a lion to be released. But the proconsul explained that it was not within his power to release a lion.
Listen, we all want a lion. I would love to do this. Yeah, it's just I can't do that. It's above my pay grade. Like my wife is like, I gotta call up my boss. It's a whole thing.
But it's out of my hands.
The best I can do is just like a very angry deer.
If only that was the solution. No, instead he explained to the crowd that the bishop would be burned alive.
Yeah, and they were all like, "All right."
Fine, I guess the screams are the same.
I do enjoy the smell of burning flesh. All right.
A funeral pyre was built out of pieces of wood from local shops and baths.
Wait, so did they buy it from local shops, or did they just start stripping local shops?
I guess when you're like a Roman in charge, you can just demand that the shops give you their wood.
I was just running into stores like, "We need this shelving for fire."
Yeah.
We gotta go burn
That's
some
my most precious antique carved chair. Tough. Burns perfectly.
Just people in restaurants are just whipping them out of their chairs. "We need this chair to burn a Christian." It's like, aren't you the Roman Empire? Could you not have sourced firewood someplace else?
Polycarp took off all his clothes so that the faithful could come and touch his skin.
You don't have to take off all your clothes for that.
No, you don't. But that's just
Unless
what he
there's
did.
particular bits of like, "I'm about to die. Somebody touch it." Somebody.
I don't want to die a virgin.
Touch just a little bit. Just touch it a little bit, please. I've waited my whole life for this.
Oh, God. When he was about to be nailed to the pyre, he said, "Leave me as I am, for he that gives me strength to endure the fire will also enable me, without your securing me by nails, to remain without moving in the pile."
Okay. It does feel very insult to injury, or injury to injury, rather.
Yeah.
To nail him to, like, you could just tie him to that stake. Then you don't have to nail him to it.
That's what they did. They tied him with ropes, which
okay.
is like, well, if he wasn't going to move anyway, I guess it was like his way of, getting out of the adding injury to injury.
If I was the Roman, I'd be like, you know what? Let's just see if he runs. Either way, it just might be fun.
They probably didn't need the ropes. He seemed pretty keen.
Yeah, he was probably like, "Ropes, you don't have any metal chains, do you? Because
I want to feel them on my naked
I'm
flesh."
into metal chains. It's my thing.
The fire was lit, but miraculously, Polycarp could not be burned.
What?
The executioner then stabbed him with a dagger.
Yeah.
So, fire didn't work.
When you said he didn't burn, I was like, so this just ends in a beheading then? Is that what this is?
It's always like the elaborate death is just a preamble to a swift stab.
When is Rome going to learn? Just like...
You don't need all the pyrotechnics.
I feel bad for them because they're putting so much work and showmanship.
Well, especially this
into
time, like, think of all the local businesses that were deprived of furniture.
Yeah. It's like, "Oh, turns out you didn't move my chairs after all. Well, thanks for nothing."
As he was stabbed, a dove burst forth from Polycarp's body, along with enough blood to extinguish the flames surrounding him.
What?
So...
And somebody was like, you gotta chew your food better. And he yelled out, "Ta-da!" So Dove, and then he's just like a fire hose of blood.
Of blood, yeah.
Like a cheap action movie. Like,
well, especially like the maybe this is where Alien got that shot from.
Oh yeah.
So that was his pretty dramatic death.
It's pretty dramatic. So he just shoots blood out of his chest, and then just, I don't know, just like falls over like a deflated balloon, like. Somehow all his blood came out all at once.
Yeah, they severed an artery that was just like the only one. It does seem to defeat the point where it's like he miraculously survived being burned, but then they just killed him.
Apparently, there is no miracle good enough to overcome stabbing. If that's the one thing we've learned, is that God is powerful, but not as powerful as swords.
A knife. Yeah.
Yeah, or knives. Yeah, it's like anything sharp. Like, that's God's Achilles heel, as it were. Like it's like God can do wonders and move mountains, and it's like, oh shit, does that guy have a knife? I'm out of here, man.
Yeah. So, according to tradition, after he was martyred, the pagan ruler of Smyrna prevented Christians from taking Polycarp's relics and ordered that they be burned in a fire so that they couldn't be venerated.
Okay. So now that he's
like,
dead, he can be burned.
Yeah, but the Christians did manage to gather a few body parts. They preserved
Just everybody rushing the field and the stadium, just trying to rip his body apart. I can see why the governor is like, man, we need to get rid of this whole body because it seems to have freaked everybody out. I can't even imagine. Like, I mean, there's a lot of persecution, people going way out of hand with the way that, I'm not defending what Rome did to Christians because it does seem like shitty. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, it's like, I can see why Rome would be super freaked out by these people because they are like way too intense. Like, if there was a religion now, it was just like, we're getting fucking killed tonight and then we're going to rip our fucking friends apart when they're dead. And just like, Jesus.
It's much less hardcore now.
Yeah. If there was a new religion that came out that was just like this fucking hardcore and metal, I think we'd all be a little like, there maybe should be some laws against this.
Although, to be fair, as you said, they set up a system where this was possible because they were killing so many of them.
Yeah, I mean, that was the thing, is like, maybe if the penalty for this wasn't death, then things would be a bit more chill.
His right arm was preserved, and it was kept at a monastery in Nafpaktos from 1475. Guess it was just on the road before then.
It's a long trip to Nafpatros.
And then in 1792, the arm was preserved by being covered in silver. So that's the story of Polycarp and his relics.
Wait, the arm's just bones at that point, right?
Yeah,
okay.
I guess.
It's like a leathery arm.
With a bit of charred at the end.
Yeah. Bit of his burn. No blood, but
Of course, yeah. Yeah, so that's his relics.
The one that was salvaged by somebody running on the field and then like grabbing the arm and then apparently using the arm to beat off everyone else who tried to grab him.
and then like there were some people in the stadium like right at the front who were actually rooting for him, and he just ran past them all, high-fiving them with the dead hand.
Yeah. Way to go! Woo.
He also apparently did some miracles during his lifetime.
Oh, yeah.
Once he visited a bishop named Daphnis, whose household was running out of food.
Jinkies.
When Polycarp laid his hands on the empty barrels, Daphnis was blessed with an abundance of food. On another of Polycarp's visits to Daphnis' house, a wine cask miraculously refilled itself every time it was emptied over the course of an evening. I feel like these are less miracles and more like this guy was his best friend.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically, I can do this miracle too, and it's by getting a Sainsbury's home delivery.
There you go.
Yeah, this is like, he's just a really nice house guest. It's good to have him over for dinner. You never run out of drinks when Polycarp's around.
Yeah, for sure. So on that note, can you guess what his patronages are?
Is he the patron saint of owner moms?
No, that would be his mum, obviously.
Oh, right. But I mean, just like, he's helping out owner moms, or
property management.
Yeah, I was looking at managers. Is it like managers, property managers, landlords, those kinds of things?
Ugh, yeah. They shouldn't have a patron saint.
Is he the patron saint of provable lies?
It's not on my list.
Because the guy lied about him giving away all the food.
Yeah, I guess that wasn't really him.
Yeah. Is he the patron saint of kissing chains?
probably too homoerotic for a patronage.
Hey, they were lady chains. That's why they were on a dude. So they're lady chains.
Right.
Because they're on a dude.
Sure. So very straight.
If that's your thing, if you're into kissing chains, I mean, good for you. But, we're all creeped out by it, frankly.
That's because you are a kink shamer.
Am I? When did I ever kink any shames?
No, you're shaming kinks.
Oh, I'm shaming kinks. Yes.
Although I suppose if it's about chains, it would be more like chink shaming.
Is he the patron saint of house guests?
He should be, shouldn't he?
He went on holiday with his friends to the country. That's probably he should be the patron saint of like holiday lets. You rent a little cabin out in the country.
Well,
with your
property
friends.
managers, you get the whole package, right?
Yeah,
he rents it. He looks after it.
He's making sure it's like you rent it and it's not like a barbarian situation.
No, he is not the patron of house guests.
Is he the patron saint of bad dream interpretation?
No, he is a patron against dysentery. I don't know if dysentery makes you have bad dreams. That's the closest I can get.
Dysentery makes you have a bad everything. That's not. Is he the patron saint of arterial spray?
For or against?
Against? I don't know. What are his patronages?
He's only got 2, but this is quite a good one.
What? He's only got 2 and 1 is against dysentery?
Yeah.
That's fucking rough. Like up in heaven, they're like, listen, dysentery's out of control, so you are full-time on dysentery.
Yeah.
So, he's like, I can't have anything else. All right, you can have one more.
As one of the early church fathers, he is supposed to have said that he would rather not hear at all than hear heretical doctrines, and therefore he is a patron against earaches. Which I think it should mean that he's a patron of sassy bitches, but...
So he's like, it's like shitting yourself to death and tinnitus.
Yeah.
Neat. I feel like these are bad patronages.
You think he's been shortchanged?
He has been. I feel like as one of the early martyrs of the church, I feel like
surely fewer patronages were taken back then, so
exactly,
you should have
right?
like loads each.
He would have the pick of the litter, and in fact, he's just gotten the 2. I just feel like
it's disappointing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. When I first saw the list, I was like, surely there must be more than that. So then I did my own research and I couldn't find any more either. So I did I did look at the research before. I just didn't look at all of it.
Not even like Smyrna? Like
he was like the second most famous saint of Smyrna, I guess.
Yeah. He's got to be. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. If I Google famous residents from Smyrna, like who else is on that
Well,
list?
I guess Smyrna doesn't exist anymore. So you can't be a patron.
What about Smyrna, Delaware?
Maybe he should be the patron of Smyrna, Delaware.
Smyrna, Delaware, get on our letter writing campaign. I don't know how many Delaware listeners we have. If you live in Smyrna, Delaware, please write the Vatican.
To us.
Not to us. Just write the Vatican. You don't have to go through us. We're busy. Just go right to the
We've got
Vatican.
clout. What are you talking about? We should totally start this campaign.
No.
Okay,
I got no time for this.
Yeah, that's fair. Me neither.
So dysentery and
earaches.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess, like, so you said dysentery involves, like, violent shitting.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like bleeding very violently.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's you shit until you bleed and then you die.
There you go. So it is kind of relevant to him.
But he can't have just, like, you should be like, okay, if you're going to be dysentery, can I have, like, a pleasant patronage, like flowers or beekeepers or something fun,
Life isn't fair, Matthew.
It's like, well, I guess you're right. I guess you could give me something else nice. Earaches? Those are pretty nice, right? You like earaches, right? No? Well, too bad.
Well, I prefer them to heresy.
Yeah.
Good enough.
Well, do you think that you'd ever have Saint Polycarp intercede for you for any reason?
Well, like we've alluded to with other saints, I think if you're in a pinch and you need someone to help you out, he wouldn't be the best.
Yeah,
because he's too stoical, too accepting of fate. But maybe, like, I'm not going to die probably in my current condition, but I am in a condition that, like, is undesirable, but I can't do anything about it. And so, maybe I should, like, take his perspective and be like, well, this is clearly meant to happen, so I'll just lean into it.
Okay. You're like, I'm not shitting myself to death. So this is
So
pretty
it
good.
could be worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not constantly on the toilet.
No.
If I ever had to sell my son, I feel like Saint Polycarp would be there to make sure I got a good price.
Right.
That he went to a good new owner mother. I think
Tavish would get a very good price because he must be very strong. So you could put him to a lot of use there.
Yeah. I'm telling you, yeah, I'm going to be like, look at the muscles on this kid. He's only 2. He can lift up a whole oxen. So, well, Anna, thank you for telling me this story of this stoic, suicidal saint. I appreciate that. He had a tough. Honestly, I'm still kind of baffled by this buying the boy bit at the beginning, and I'm never gonna get over that.
It's a whole 90 minutes later, and that's your stumbling block.
I'm just like, where did these guys get the boy? Did they like I don't probably not their boy. Like he's probably kidnapped, stolen from somewhere. So it's like that whole thing. It's like that's the grimmest origin. Just like, and then he was just bought.
Yeah.
But thank you for telling me the story of Saint Polycarp. He turned it around. Had a rough start.
Fine in the middle, pretty rough end.
Rough end. Yeah, I mean it's some good. Yeah, it's some good. Some good years in the middle, hanging out with people, writing letters and kissing Janes. You know, it's a good
Just
times.
all the hobbies. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he was. Let's see. So he died in 155. So what's that? He would have been 80, maybe.
Yeah, he would have been pretty old.
86.
86. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So yeah. Oh yeah. So he did all right.
Yeah. Despite the early trauma.
Yeah. So at that point, you're just like, yeah, I'm cold all the time. So if you could burn me,
Just
that'd
set
be
me
great.
on fire. That'd be great.
Actually, this is the best thing that could happen to me. Anyways.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks, Anna, for all of this.
Thanks for listening, and have a blessed day.
You too. Bye.
Bye.